Good morning, students. I'm Brian, and this is the English of Life. Today we answer the question, what is a scam? Let's get started.
Teacher Brian, what is a scam? Thieves steal things of value from others. There are many kinds of thieves. Some thieves sneak or break into homes or buildings and steal things when nobody is there. These thieves are called burglars. One type of daring burglar, the cat burglar, will sneak into a home when their victims are sleeping and quietly steal their belongings. Not this kind of cat. This kind of cat. A robber. Robbers steal using violence or the threat of violence against their victims. Muggers steal from people walking in the street. Bank robbers rob banks. Kidnappers take people and hold them against their will. The kidnapper may ask the victim's family to pay money to get them back. This is called ransom. Scammers are people that steal by tricking their victims into handing over their valuables willingly. Scammers take advantage of human weakness, such as greed, trust, and lust. A scam is a trick, a deception, a dramatic illusion played on a mark, cleverly crafted to get the mark to hand over their cash. The mark is the target victim of the scam. The scammer, the con man, the grifter, is a master of the con or scam. He or she fools the mark into thinking that they are going to get something they want, such as easy money, or something else they want. Con men often work in teams to set the scene for the scam or con. The snake oil scam. This one is as old as the hills. Taking advantage of a largely naive and doctor-trusting populace, the con man poses as a doctor. The good doctor claims that on his travels he found the cure-all for all your health problems. The con man travels from place to place, drawing a crowd, and then proceeds to rant and rave about his amazing discovery in Asia, that oil made from exotic snakes cures most all illnesses. If the crowd is skeptical, he may perform some demonstrations of the snake oil's healing power. The Chinese tea ceremony scam. This scam targets unsuspecting tourists in China or any Asian country. This scam requires at least 3 scammers working together to be done properly. 2 English-speaking locals pose as in-country tourists from another city. They strike up a conversation with the mark or marks. After breaking the ice, they mention that they are on their way to a Chinese tea ceremony close by and invite them to join. If the mark agrees, then the scam is set. The tourists are taken to a tea house. The owner or one of the workers is in on the scam. The tourists are told to be very quiet and are taken to a room where the tea ceremony begins immediately. After a 30-minute show, it's time to pay. The 2 con artists proceed to get out their purses and pay graciously a ridiculous amount of money, maybe as much as $250 each. The mark is then expected to follow suit. They of course think the price is way too much, but what can they do? They already watched the ceremony and drank the tea. They have no choice but to pay or make a big scene. I hope they enjoyed the tea. The Rare Dog Scam. This scam targets a greedy bartender. Two con men working as partners convince the poor chap it is his lucky day. This first con man goes into a bar and asks the bartender to please look after his dog for a few minutes while he runs an errand. The con man leaves a $20 bill on the bar for his trouble, and so begins his lucky day. The second con man comes into the bar a few minutes later and orders a drink. After a while, he pretends to notice the dog. He tells the bartender that his dog is a rare breed worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Leaving the bartender think about that, he goes to the bathroom. After a few minutes, he returns from the restroom and takes another look at the dog. He then pays for his drink and leaves a generous tip. He writes a phone number down on a dog breeder business card and tells the mark, "If you ever want to sell your dog, I will give you $700 cash." The first con man then returns after another 10 minutes or so. If the trap was laid well, the bartender will see a chance to make some quick cash by buying the dog from this man and selling it to the dog breeder. The scammer trades a useless mutt into $300 or $400. "Hey, you got a new best friend.